Hi, this is Odisha Education and Development Center. Today we will learn pivot table and pivot chart report. So, for inserting of pivot table and pivot chart report, we need a little more data like roll number, name, and some of the marks. Maybe some of the products, sales details, or some of the EMI calculations. So some more data will have more impact and more effectively we can create or insert the pivot table and pivot chart report. If we do not have data, then we cannot summarize and analyze. Actually, a pivot table is a powerful tool to calculate, summarize and analyze data that lets you see comparisons, patterns and trends in your data. So with our data, we can summarize and analyze the data. We can filter some of the data. We can see the chart report even simultaneously with the pivot table. So for creating groups and filtering, we are using the pivot table and pivot chart reports. So put the cursor over the data area, click on insert, click on pivot table, then from table or range we can click to insert a pivot table, or we can press the shortcut key which will work with all the versions of Microsoft Excel, that is Alt D then P. So it will open the pivot table and pivot chart wizard. From there we need to select, ସେଇଠୁ ଆମେ select କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପଡ଼ିବ Microsoft Excel list or database, then pivot chart report with pivot table report. If we want to create only pivot table, then we can select only pivot table. If we want insert pivot table with pivot chart report, then we can choose pivot chart report with pivot table report. Then click next. So it will automatically select the data range, or if it is not selecting, then we can place over the place the cursor over the range and select the data by dragging the data area. Click next. So some of the versions of Microsoft Excel is providing layout option. Here it is not activated. With the layout option we can drag and drop the fields as we required. Even after clicking over the finish button, we can do the same after 2010. So click new worksheet, then click finish. It is asking to create the fields or drag the fields between areas below. So we can select the roll number to filter, or some of the groups we can insert in the filter. Then name we can put in a series, or we can put in a category. So we are putting in category. So next, science, math, English, social studies, Odia, this will come automatically in the value part, or we can drag them to the value part. If it is not available, then we are going to drag these fields to the value part. So either we can drag or we can select, it will automatically take into the value part. So before 2010, we need to drag all these things to arrange the pivot table and pivot chart. So in the pivot table we can filter, even we can select all to show the all the data. So by roll number we can see the data even, and select all to show all the data. Thanking you. Hope you have enjoyed the video.